Hi everyone, thank you for joining me this afternoon for this virtual launch event. Some of you might know, usually every year we have a Profoto launch event, but because of the current global pandemic itself, we are actually taking this year's launch online. So my name is Leonard, all right, and I'm the group product head for 360 Live. And to our friends who are watching this from Singapore, India, Malaysia, Thailand, or Sri Lanka, thank you very much. So there are always a lot of misconceptions about lighting, and 360 Live and Profoto, we have been trying to correct this over the past couple of years. And some of the most common misconceptions about lighting that we hear are lighting equipment are very difficult to use. Lighting equipment are big and heavy. And of course, artificial lights itself, all right, make the photos look fake. And these misconceptions are why Profoto has been trying to make lighting equipment easier to use, smaller, and at the same time deliver a very natural looking light quality for all photographers. In 2017, Profoto actually made this unprecedented move by launching the Profoto A10. So the A10 itself is very interesting, all right? The A10 itself, all right, came onto the scene itself as an on-camera flash, but it is, by reality, the world's smallest studio light. It has 350 shots at full power itself, which was typically unknown, all right, for most on-camera flashes. It has a round head, and of course, it was available in 2017 then only for the Canon and Nikon mount itself. And then last year in 2019, we launched the A1X. The A1X has improved hardware. The rear dial itself has been improved. The locking mechanism itself has been improved. And what's most important is what a lot of photographers have been asking for, the A1 in Sony mount itself. So the A1X actually delivered on that plus more, because we got the Fujifilm mount version launched in the same year itself as well. So along with the A1X itself, all right, the battery has been improved. So from 350 shots at full power, you get 450 shots at full power now with the new A1X battery. So that's just a very brief history of the A series flashes from Profoto itself, all right? And if we look at it, all right, what makes the A series so successful, all right? It gives you natural, beautiful light. It is extremely easy to use. And of course, you never miss a shot. So these are the 3 points which actually keeps photographers, all right, confident about the A series of flashes. I mean, wedding photographers, event photographers, we're talking about photographers who are used to working in small, tight spaces. They want something that's fast, quick, easy to set up itself, all right? They pretty much love the A series flashes for all of these things, all right? They know that when they bring an A1 or A1X onto a shoot, they're going to get very natural, beautiful lights, all right, that the client actually loves, all right? They know that it's going to be easy to use. They're not going to have to fumble over things. And they know that, all right, with the rechargeable lithium-ion battery, they're going to be able to get up to 20 shots, 20 flashes, all right, per second itself. So in 2018 itself, all right, Profoto has actually been launching Bluetooth-equipped lights. So the B10 was actually the first on the scene, all right? The B10 was the first Profoto light to come equipped with Bluetooth. And then last year, we had the 500 watts B10 Plus, all right, the older sibling of the B10. And of course, later part of 2019, we had the C1 and the C1 Plus itself. I guess by this time, you know, some of you guys will know where we are going. But remember, with Bluetooth itself, all right, what do we need? We need an app to actually control it. So in 2018 itself, along with the B10, all right, the Profoto app was actually launched for the iPhones first. So what was interesting about the app is that it actually allows you to remotely control your light, all right, and the in-app camera allows you to shoot with the B10's LED flash at that point of time. But photographers are a demanding lot, and Profoto knows that, all right. Photographers have been asking, all right, can we use the in-app camera and actually be able to trigger the flash tube of the B10. Why do we want to trigger the full power of the flash tube of the B10 itself? This is quite simple because for the B10 or the B10 Plus, all right, at full power, you get 250 watts or 500 watts of power compared to the full power of the LED flash. All right, we're talking about a 3 or 4 stops difference, and that's a lot. So earlier this year, all right, in July, all right, Profoto actually launched the AirX. So AirX is actually a feature that can be unlocked when you update your Profoto app and your light at the same time. And what it does and what it allows you to do, all right, for the photographers, is to trigger the flash tube when you shoot with the in-app camera. So this is like shooting the traditional camera itself, your Canon, Nikon, Sony, or Fujifilm camera. Except now you're doing the exact same thing on your mobile phone. So we spoke about the AirX, we spoke about Bluetooth, we spoke about the A1X, we spoke about the Profoto app. All right. And I think this is quite easy for anyone to sort of guess where we are actually headed to. So with that, I would like to actually introduce the Profoto A10 to everyone, the third generation of the A series of flashes. So what exactly is the A10 about? All right, the A10 has everything that you love about the A1, the A1X, all right, and more. It is still easy to use. It still gives you natural, beautiful light. You still won't miss a shot. And right now you have the added functionality of either shooting with your camera or your phone itself. Let's take a quick run through, all right, of what the A10 actually has. So same thing, 76 watts of power. You get the nice big display at the back, which is high resolution, all right, making it very, very easy. Connectivity-wise, you have Air TTL, so you can trigger with your Air remote, or you can trigger with your phone by AirX itself, which is Bluetooth. We still get high-speed sync, allowing you to shoot up to 1/8,000 of a second. And the rechargeable lithium-ion battery, same thing, all right, you get up to 20 flashes per second. You get a 9 f-stop energy range from 2, all right, all the way to 10 in 0.1 stop increment itself. So that allows you as a photographer to actually fine-tune just the right amount of power that you need. All right. The battery is the same as the A1X. So that means you get up to 450 shots at full power itself. And recycling time, we're talking about 1 second, all right, at full power. And of course, when your power actually stops down, all right, the recycling time reduces. So that will actually help you to ensure that you don't really miss crucial shots itself. And at launch itself, all right, we're going to have all 4 popular mounts available for Canon mount, for Nikon, Sony, and for Fujifilm as well. So there are a lot of different light shaping tools that you can actually put onto the A10 magnetic mount natively. All right, so this includes the dome, which is going to come included with the A10, or we have also the soft bounce. We have 11 color gels right now. All right, we have 2 grids, a 10 and 20 degree grid, and of course we have the wide lens attachment. So what this means is that you can mix and match all these different light shaping tools, and that gets you hundreds of different combinations. And of course, with all these different combinations, your creativity, all right, is going to be expanded as well. You're able to shoot in different ways. You're able to shoot in different styles, mixing a grid with a color gel, all right, just to get a nice different color spot itself, or using a soft bounce itself, all right, to shoot portraits. So this is just what is meant natively for the A10. Of course, if you can always put the A10 itself onto a light stand, all right, and fix an umbrella onto it, of course, that is going to open up another room, another world of possibilities. Of course, you can also use the RFI speed light speed ring adapter and put the A10, all right, and use RFI soft boxes with it. So there are so many different ways of using the A10, all right, whether is it natively using the magnetic mount, with umbrellas, or with soft boxes itself. So we spoke a lot, all right, about pairing the A10's Bluetooth capability, how it pairs to an app and all that. So I'm just going to stop my screen sharing for a short while. All right, I'm going to show you guys live on screen right now how the A10 actually pairs with my iPhone itself. just look at the camera right now. All right, I'm just going to bring the A10 into frame. All right. And I have my iPhone with me here as well. So let's turn on the A10 first. All right, just try to get the camera in focus. There we go. All right, let's power up A10. All right. So as you can see from the top display itself, all right, Bluetooth is actually on. So now I'm just gonna turn on my mobile phone itself, all right? I'm just gonna swipe and just launch the Profoto app. Okay. And there we go, all right? Just have to hit on connect. All right, just skip this for now. And there we have it, all right? And now I can control the A10, all right, with my mobile phone. And that's just the whole pairing process, all right? This is how simple it is, and this is how fast it is as well. And just look at how immediate the changes are, all right? When I swipe on my screen itself, the changes gets reflected. Oops, I've toggled the modeling light, and that is a feature as well, all right? But what is cool about this updated app, all right, is that you can, previously with the Profoto app, all right, you can't really control the zoom. So right now, if you go into the settings itself, all right, and you go to advanced, all right, you see the slider over here? So this is where I can actually control, all right, the zoom. Just look at the screen here, all right, this small little bar here that actually shows the zoom of the light beam. All right, now I'm getting a very narrow focus light beam, and then I can, of course, increase the light beam itself as well. All right, and of course, when I'm done, all right, back to here, and when I want to shoot with it, all right, just turn on over to here, and I can just pop into the camera module, all right, and on screen itself, you see that it says mobile capture, all right, which means now all the settings itself can be changed, all right, via the mobile phone. So just give me a minute. I'm just going to switch this. Let me just show you how this works. Okay, so now you can actually see, all right. So over here, all right, I can actually toggle. I can control the power of the A10, all right, whether do I want it more natural, all right, or slightly more dramatic. If I need more power, I can turn the continuous light on or off, all right, toggle it on, off. I can change my ISO here and the shutter speed at the bottom itself. And see, once I cross, all right, once I cross into 1/100 of a second, the flash goes into high-speed sync mode itself. All right, so I can even do a selfie with this. All right, so let's say I'm going to put the A10 just slightly off camera itself. All right, and I'm just going to go for slightly lesser power. All right, let's see how it looks. Let's see. So that was a very quick demonstration, all right, on the Profoto app itself. So let me show you back to some interesting images that I've actually shot, all right, with the A10. So with the A10 itself, all right, I had the privilege of actually getting my hands on a couple of units a few weeks ago. So I called up a friend for a test shoot. So these are some of the pictures that we have actually taken. All right, so that's actually the A10, all right, to the model's right itself with a deep wide umbrella. So I mounted it onto a Mac shoe, all right. So these are all actually shot on the iPhone itself and without any editing on Photoshop on the laptop itself, or on a computer. Everything was edited on Lightroom Mobile, all right, on the phone itself. So what I really love then was actually the ease of use. All right, it was a bit strange initially. All right, shooting without a camera, and my friend thought that it was quite funny as well. But that was a very interesting experience because I was there with my mobile phone itself, but I'm getting the same type of pictures, all right, the same type of light quality that I would expect if I were to be shooting with, say, um, my traditional camera itself, my DSLR or my mirrorless camera. So I had two A10s here, all right. So one was bounced off a V cut, and the other one was there was actually a CTO gel mounted to it, just to give it a light, warm feel to it, just to the model's back itself. Again, same thing. These are all shot on the mobile phone itself, edited on the mobile phone. So the last is actually a bit more of an atmospheric shot itself. All right, I saw this tear online and I really, really wanted to emulate it. So brighten up your screen a little bit if you want to. All right. So I want to have the nice look of sunset, just bouncing off, the back of a person itself. So I've just put the A10, I've just put a full CTO gel at the back of it, positioned the light slightly further away and just shot. And I mean, we shot three different looks. No, we shot five different looks actually. All right. In a matter of 2 hours. Initially, I thought, the whole shoot is going to take more than 3 or 4 hours itself because, I'll need to tear down, I'll need to redo a setup, all that again. But in the end, it went on from, say, I think 7 to 8:45, and that was with dinner thrown in between. So now that we have seen, some sample pictures of the A10 itself that was shot with the A10 itself and the iPhone itself, all right, I think what everyone is going to be very curious about is definitely the price. So as with most Profoto lights itself, all right, the A10 is going to sit into the A1X price bracket itself. So in Singapore, it's going to retail for $1,640, all right, in Thailand, 39,900 Thai baht, in Malaysia, 4,920 ringgit, and in India, all right, 99,900 rupees itself. And this is for the A10. So as with the A1X itself, there is going to be an off-camera kit where a Profoto Connect is actually going to be included. So for a little bit more, at 1,790 Singapore dollars, 43,900 in Thailand, 5,340 Malaysian ringgit, or 1,08,000 Indian rupee itself. All right, this is for the off-camera kit. So what we're going to have as well is a pre-order promotion, because right now, all right, the A10 hasn't been officially installed yet. So you can actually check out with local dealers, your local Profoto dealers itself, and find out from them if you can actually order the A10. So the pre-order promotion right now, all right, it'll come with a free Mac shoe, which is a small stand itself that will allow you to actually mount the A10 onto a light stand. And at the same time, we're also throwing in a free A1 battery, all right, which is the first version of the battery itself that gives you 350 shots at full power. All right, so check out your local Profoto dealer, all right, for more details. So before we end today's presentation itself, I would just like to say, Shrishti DigiLife, we have this hashtag competition going on right now on Instagram. It says Create with Shrishti. So every week we're going to feature one artist from Singapore, Malaysia, India, Thailand, and Sri Lanka itself. All right, just take a picture, all right, upload the picture, and then hashtag it Create with Shrishti. You stand a chance to be featured, all right, and stand to win up to $2,000 in cash by end of the year. So feel free to follow us, all right, on our Instagram accounts, all right, on Shrishti DigiLife, Shrishti DigiLife _SG_MY, or Shrishti DigiLife Thailand itself, all right, for our Thai-speaking audience. So some of you may know who we are, all right, feel free to get in touch with your local sales representative. If not, all right, check out your local Profoto dealers for more details. My name is Leonard. Thank you very much for joining me this evening itself. And I hope that you'll find a lot of fun in trying out the A10 in the weeks to come. Thank you very much.